Listen, this is the first video, the intro video. As you can see, I'm leaving work, leaving my 9 to 5. Had a nice, hot, sweaty day. So basically, it's just an introduction. I was watching this Gary Vee video the other day, and he was going over something he always talks about. He was talking about going after what you're good at. If you write, push articles, push Instagram comments where you just speak your mind, tweet whatever you feel you can articulate best. And he also touched on the topic of going after what you're really good at. Like I said, if it's video, if it's written word, or if it's spoken word, or if it's all three. But he said very specifically, be self-aware, be true to yourself, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. And be honest. If you can't write, why would you want to push articles all the time or not invest in your writing? If you can't articulate well, what makes you think that you can have a podcast? And if you're not good at video, what makes you think that you're good at video? What makes you think you're going to be better at it later on? Anyway, I'm what you call a moderate libertarian. I believe in the least amount of taxes is the best avenue. I believe in owning your own labor, especially if you're the entrepreneur, especially if you're the one putting the capital down, especially if you're the one taking all the risk. Of course you should reap most of the rewards. That's what most people don't get now. Everybody wants to talk about equality. Everybody wants to talk about the people at the top need to pay their fair share. But you see, the people at the top don't necessarily put in the most sweat, which I'm not saying they don't, but not necessarily. But they definitely implement the most planning, the most organization, the most execution. See, I have a respect for people who take all the risks, who are not afraid to bet on themselves and go for it when it comes to building a business from the ground up. Of course they should reap most of the rewards. Being an employee is easy. Being an employee is easy. All we have to do is show up. The hardest part about being an employee is getting hired. Other than that, we just have to show up and follow instructions. That's it. That's it. See, that leads me to the next topic. That's why the school system, the American school system, is failing our kids. Or better yet, it's doing exactly what it was meant to do. It's meant to train us to be an employee. We're not going to learn in the regular public American school system how to be an entrepreneur, how to make money, and how to multiply your money. We're not going to learn that. Unless you have access to the Ivy League schools, which directly connect you to the top players in the government, we're not going to learn how to create an infrastructure for our families and our future. So it kills me. It kills me to see that so many young people complain about the top 1%, top 2%, top 10% in America, when it's obvious that you can't get rich as easy as you can get rich in any other country. I have been asleep for many years. I was a Democrat most of my life. The last few years, I have opened my eyes to the reality of what the world is. There are winners, there are losers. So, it's pretty black and white to me. Either you push to be a winner, but to be a winner, you must do what most people don't do. You must be willing to do what other people don't do. For so many years, I have done and thought like almost everybody else. But the reality is that nobody is responsible for the outcome of our life other than our actions and our belief in our actions. And some start at a different level than others. Some higher, some lower, but that's just the way that the cards are dealt. The important thing is to play your cards. Because if you can't bluff your way out of a terrible hand, you will never be able to succeed in a high pressure situation. See, I'm dealing with this battle every day, man. I'm a married man. I got a 9 to 5. I still don't make 50, 60, 70,000 years, $60,000, $70,000 a year. But that's fine. I accept it. I accept the challenge that the universe, that God has given me.